Hello and welcome here again to this weird channel. We are continuing with my girlfriend is a demon. Someone from the depths of hell. I actually had a little bit of trouble this time remembering the title, but I managed, I think. Let us continue here again in the school of university, obviously. No, honestly, this is a save game, so yeah, doesn't matter. I tried to walk through the halls, pushing past the mundanes, as you can see. Walking the opposite direction, pushing through those who seem to think it wise to stand right in the middle, even though others are trying to travel. You would need really quite a lot of people in here for that to happen. I fail to understand these people. Why are they so ignorant, and they inconvenience everybody else for what seems like no benefit? To tell the truth, there are more things I don't quite understand. What they do, what their joys are. I understand that they choose to bond themselves with the people they call friends. I understand they choose to enamor themselves with passions similar to my own, but I'm sure why. I'm sure that I will eventually find some sort of divine understanding. Until then, I suppose that this will be a mystery almost like the Voynich manuscript. Voynich Hotel, pretty decent manga by the way. Short one too, go read it. And until, after the video of course. And until then, I suppose that I won't know what makes the people around me tick.
So, do people here just stand around all much time and block other people?
She's so quiet.
Essentially.
The difference, man. I understand she's a quiet person, but come on.
Oh well, I guess that means you get to relax before you eat.
She winks and gives a smirk to me as the uninvited memories flood their way into my mind. I've come from math. More specifically, it's a subject where life is quantified through numbers. Unfortunately, it is also taught by the 7th most powerful witch of the meta world. Mrs. Yakubovich. The woman with the all-seeing eye, the woman with the bad ears, the one who can hear any conversation and smite the culprit if necessary. The woman who absolutely stopped at nothing to make sure her students know exactly what they need to do. Bells, lunchtimes, even the very fabric of time itself didn't matter if Mrs. Yakubovich had not completed her lesson. You know what? Yeah. I don't know why, but I feel like this is true about almost every math teacher. I mean, especially the older generation, I would say, of the teachers. Because, well, when I was in schools, I remember in primary school we had for, I think, half a year, teacher that took the place of the main teacher. Wait, was it half a year or an entire year? I don't remember. I think it was also last year of my, primary school. But yeah, she took over and the younger generation was not like that. Which was kind of nice of her. But, well, the older one, wow, she was a pain. In middle school, yeah, it was also the old generation. And she was also kinda like that. Like, nope, stop that nothing. You know, you will do what I want to do, so on when it comes to maths. Kinda annoying as well. In high school, we started off with someone who was taking, place of the other for a little while. Because I do believe the one that was employed there was pregnant or whatever. It was my kind of math, by the way. Like, kind of not forcing you to do anything, but explaining stuff, but also in a way that you need to think yourself and so on. But after the return, oh no. I mean, me telling how she was not at school because she was pregnant and so on might indicate she was young, but not necessarily. She also had the mind of the math teacher of the old generation. Ugh, terrible. Bad experience. And she really taught the way I didn't like at all. It's funny how I slander my old teachers like that, don't I? It's kinda funny. And they will never even know. Anywho. Personally, fear her. I didn't fear my teachers, but... And I think that I didn't fear a single one of them. I just didn't like some of them, that's all. Also, with math, with that last teacher in high school, I really didn't like the fact that you were guaranteed to go to that blackboard. I really didn't like that. I just didn't like getting up to the blackboard. Just leave me in and my notebook alone. I'll learn it on my own anyway. Anyway. If I could be honest, I think everyone does. Fine. Let's assume that's true. But she's not what matters right now. All I need to hear is my lunch and be gone. Like the witches of Salem. Especially given where I need to attain it. Holy moly, that's nice. The school cafeteria. Alright. Now that makes me jealous. I've never had cafeterias, really, like proper cafeterias in schools. I guess, again, just in primary school. Other than that, nothing. But it was not this big, obviously. It was a small school in general. So cool for. And you had to pay for dinners every month. I did not get dinners. There was also a school store, so I would be going there sometimes. Getting some snacks. Middle school, nothing. High school, just a little kind of bar, I would more like say. Not really a cafeteria. I think there were like maybe 5 tables there. Anyway. Disorder, uncleanness, and horrible food reign supreme here, hanging over its subjects like a miasma. Few survive a trip here with their sanity intact, and those that did found it hard to desensitize themselves to the pain. Of course, being a regular customer and being mentally stronger than the rest, I adjusted to this place. Well, I had mostly adjusted. At the very least, I headed to the front of the cafeteria, where the initial line had mostly dissipated.
Forget your room. This is where I need to do some spring cleaning.
Don't be. Only suffering exists down that path. Eventually, I get my daily ration of glop. After this, I move again, heading towards the other end of the serving table. One thing that my school seems to do different to most others is have a sort of concession stand. If a mortal soul were to make a deal, they could sacrifice their money in exchange for treats. So some would even get addicted to the feel or the taste. Powerful as I am, I'm one of them! I walk in from the stand, looking at what there is to offer. Donuts, cakes, muffins. Okay, I mean donuts and muffins sounds great. Cakes? Well, maybe not here, not now. I'm not much of a person that eats that in general. I really like donuts for. Muffins are good as well. Cakes? I mean, I feel like only eat cakes on birthdays or whatever. Hey, you need to, you know, take care of that figure, right? Slightly larger muffins. I make my choice fairly quickly. I walk forward, get my wallet out, and prepare to let the woman in front of me know who exactly she was dealing with.
Hey, can I have an, blueberry muffin?
Sure. It should be like, sure, sweetie. She'd bent like a bendy thing. She was so easily willing to give me my muffin. This would be easy. Alright, it's 400 yen. Not a hefty price to pay. I reach into my wallet, pull out my coins and... 200 yen. Freeze. Stop. Look down the coins. Counting to make sure I have the right number. Oh boy. It's because you lent the money to someone, or more like you offered to. buy someone's groceries. I don't have enough money! And I look at the stand, and I see that there is nothing else I can possibly buy with the meager amount I have. There is nothing I can do! How could this possibly happen to me? I will have to suffer through the globe and the slime, and I will not be able to reward myself for persevering. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell the person there that I don't have enough money without them getting annoyed.
Make that too.
Nani? Almost as if the bearer of bad news had come late, she popped up right next to me, pink and pretty wallet in her hand. Of course, things had to get worse. You 2 blueberry muffins?
Yeah. One for me. One for him.
I like her. Misaki is great. What for me? This almost feels like a joke. This definitely feels like humiliation. Still, I suppose that I cannot complain. Alright, that's 800 yen?
Here.
She hands the money. The woman at the concession stand gives a smile to feel likely fake as she hands the 2 muffins to her. More like, oh, they are so cute together. There is a moment where she hangs there, staring at both bags. After it ends, she moves and gives me one for show.
There.
Silence.
Now we're even.
Thanks?
She walks away as my throat barely even chokes the words out, nodding back as she disappears into the crowd. That thanks sounded so bad, by the way.
Thanks?
Like, you didn't have to buy it for me. That kinda sounded like this. Come on, have some gratitude. What was that about? I'm unsure. She mentioned something about this making us even, but I'm not sure why. What do you mean? Could it be the help at the supermarket? Yes! Think about it, signs point to yes. But couldn't she have taken advantage of that? Couldn't she have acted as if she did not even owe me anything and used my generosity to her advantage? She should have! I would have! But I suppose I cannot complain. She had elected to help me out here as payment for helping her out back then. What went around came around. I suppose I can be happy at that. But still, why? Why did I accept it? I don't know. I'm sure that is not a hard question. I'm sure that I will eventually find some sort of divine understanding about this topic. But until then, I suppose that this will be a mystery. Almost like the Voynich manuscript. And until then, I suppose that I won't know what makes the girl my rival tick. Also, dude, you are like blocking the queue, I bet. The remaining hours in the school day went by uneventfully. Not a moment too soon either. BP's curled up mass waved against my back. Nah, I bet she's light. With no other commitments, I went home eager to apply myself. Tomorrow was the duel with the Countess. After all, I'd wasted enough time with frivolities. When we arrived, VP trudged off to find a warm bed to curl up into. Lucifer, on the other hand, ambushed me with other plans.
So you're telling me...
She's telling you?
Yeah.
That you want me to be the next subject of your art project?
Yes, and you will have to model nude. I bet.
I mean, if you don't mind.
Of course I mind! I want nothing to do with your worldly trifles. Quite honestly, it's a waste of my time.
Jesus, you're an asshole.
This so-called art won't help me end this miserable world, will it? No?
No.
I can't believe she's chosen to approach me about this. I'd never accept a position such as this, unless it were a painting fit for a Dark Lord. I'll be honest, I can't stand that guy. Not to mention I can risk what otherworldly power she'll use. What if she were to steal my soul and put it into such a painting? I couldn't leave a lifetime in a frame. I can't achieve my goals in a state like that, and I'm sure it would be utterly boring. No, I must refuse! Before I have a chance to continue my run, she tears up.
I only want to draw you. I promise. promise it won't take long, and I'll be out of your hair, and it won't mean anything, and I won't bother you ever again.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Shake my head and frowning, I cut her off. Ooh. I sigh exasperately. I don't want to deal with a blowback from a situation like this. If the others were to hear that I made Lucy cry, I'd never hear the end of it, or worse. Unfortunately, I have no other choice but to participate. What a waste of time. Dude, just do it. Come on, what's your problem? And as much as I hate to say it, I pity her, which is odd considering she's the demon lord of pride. These demons really are nothing like the versions of the books. In the books. Sometimes I wonder if they're playing a big trick on me. Maybe. A ruse only to prove a point. To embarrass me for having the audacity to summon them. One of them. Maybe they do. I'm not quite sure when this became a house party, but here I am. I wonder, will they grant me any power over this mortal coil, or are they only here to ridicule me? Yes. I'll suffer through these trials and tribulations if it means getting what I rightfully deserve. Do you fool?
Fine, I'll do it. Let me get prepared. I must don some more appropriate attire.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
Appropriate? No. What you're wearing is fine. I promise.
If you are to draw me, I want the art to show my true self. So, I need my cloak.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind, I really want to sketch without it.
Yeah. You, girl, keep at it. Don't let him win this fight.
Clothing only masks your true form. We don't need any of that role-playing stuff.
Yeah. Wait. Does she want to draw me nude? Told ya. No, that's never going to happen. No.
I don't think that's a good idea. No.
Oh, don't be so afraid. That cosplay stuff is kind of beneath me anyways.
I'm not going to participate if you expect me to get naked.
Wait, cosplay stuff?
Wait, naked?
I still feel great being naked in front of a girl. Hell, in front of anyone, for that matter. No, that's something I could never let myself indulge in. It's his words, not mine. Grabbing a hold of myself, I clear my throat.
I'm sorry, Lucy, but either I wear clothing or I'll have to respectfully decline.
I mean, technically she never said that you are supposed to take off the clothes, but, well, whatever. She waves her hands and takes more than a few steps back, covering her face.
No, I mean, regular people clothes. I don't want to see you naked. Dear God, no.
The words she can say is no. I don't want to see you naked, dear God, no.
Gross.
Destroy him, let's go.
Hey!
I just want to draw you as you are, exposed and unobstructed. No, that doesn't sound right. Like, without that ridiculous facade you put on. Just you being you, okay?
Hey!
Shush, shush, shush.
Lucy walks up and puts finger on my mouth, forcing me to quiet down.
Just sit on the bed, okay?
Oh. Frowning, I resign myself to this fate. Sit down and cross my arms. Lucy sits in a chair just opposite, pulling out her sketchpad and beginning her work.
I'm going to start with a sketch of you, still lifestyle, and then I'll work on a painting from that, okay?
Please stop that sound. Someone stop that sound, please. Gee, is she using flamasters? Yeah, That's fine. Don't know why that was not voiced.
Awesome.
She gives me a slight smile before continuing. The room grows silent. Awkwardly so. Only her pencil breaks through the velvety veil, making slight screeching sounds as she gently glides it along the paper. Out of that, there is nothing. It's odd. She made all of this talk about exposing your true self, but here I am doing nothing. I mean, sitting in a room alone with her. I mean, that's what you pretty much do when you are being drawn. I think. I mean, yeah. Probably. Not like I was ever drawn. Quietly. I hope this isn't what world domination feels like. Because if so, then what's the point? If there is nothing after the end of the world, if there is nothing to enjoy, then what's the point? I suppose there is age-old saying, the journey is more than the destination, but I'm a realist. The destination is infinitely more important. True. Actually, I'll decide when I get there. Shaking off these intrusive thoughts, I look back to Lucy. She has a determined expression on her face, a nice break from the norm. She's normally so anxious, shy, even, but right now she looks like she's actually having fun. She looks like she belongs in the spot right there. Right here. I wonder if that's how I look when I'm practicing my dark arts. Absolutely not.
Almost done. Thanks for sitting so still. You're a natural, or something. You know, your stance says a lot about you. You look so... sad?
Sad?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to offend, but, you know, you're always frowning and you cross your arms and legs like you want to close yourself off from the world. And I think that's really sad and...
True.
I guess it makes it easier to draw you, since your expression isn't exactly a complicated one. The fact that you hide your hands makes it much easier as well. Man, hands are hard to draw. Anyways.
Are they? You tell me, I wouldn't know. Anything to draw is hard for me to do. I'm not someone who can draw, basically. Such? No, I'm the great and all-powerful Wolfgang IV. Just one look from my eyes and all shall run in terror. They attempt to dodge fate, but it will come to all in the end. Sad, huh?
Are you sure?
Yeah, hands are awful.
Yeah.
No, not that.
Lucy looks at me perplexed. Then it hits her.
Yeah, I'm sure. Wanna see?
Yes, of course.
She turns her sketchpad towards me and holds it up over her chest. Wow! That's actually very good, no matter how hard as it is to see me in there. It's obviously designed to be painted over or alongside. She's right. I do look quite sharp. My body language closed off, my gaze down, my mouth in a slight frown. It doesn't look like I'm a bright and triumphant Dark Lord at all. She must have seen my reaction as she continues speaking.
It speaks volumes. Seeing you like this, you look so forlorn about everything. No confidence, no pride. Which is weird. You seem so prideful when you're cosplaying, but in the end, that's just a painting. A caricature painted over the true you. You should try to take pride in not only your character, but in yourself. You may not see it, but you have redeeming qualities. Take pride in who you are, and what you show off to the world. You don't need to hide within yourself forever.
Like the stuff in the store? Yeah? That is a redeeming quality.
Sure, sometimes you can get lost in pride, as I find myself doing sometimes. But it's bad to have a lack of it too. It's all about balance, yeah? And, you'd be a whole lot cuter if you did so.
Blushing, she goes back to work, as if she said nothing. Cuter? Implying I'm cute at all? I'm not cute, I'm a dark. I don't really have energy for that right now. I just want to sleep. Oh. Ooh. Someone has influence on you. Suddenly sapped out the energy I had going into this. I just sort of sit there until she finishes. I tried not to think about anything, focusing on the scratches from her pencil, her determined expression, and the blush that lingers on her cheeks. It doesn't take long for her to finish. She shows it to me once more, frowning.
I'm sorry it turned out so poor. I wish I was a better artist. I didn't get the shading right. The eyes look so disproportionately large compared to your head. And the folds on your clothing don't look realistic at all. Don't get me started on...
I mean, talk about someone not taking pride in their own work.
I like it.
Boom!
Exactly. It's a... what?
It's really good, Lucy. If you hadn't have said anything, I wouldn't have noticed the mistakes, and many of them I can't notice because they aren't there. There's potential, to be certain.
Thanks.
Didn't see that coming, huh? She takes the drawing and reads from me, holding close her chest and crossing her arms over it. She closes her eyes, then turns to me.
I'll keep this for now. I'll finish painting it later, okay? I promise.
Okay, I'll see it then.
Lucy goes to leave, opening the door.
Thanks for letting me draw you, Makoto. Really.
Then she leaves. After what feels like hours, I've finally finished with Lucy's art session. Now would be time for me to relax, yet for some reason I am unable to. There is less than a day remaining until the showdown between me and the Countess Elizabeth, a battle to decide our fates. But I haven't gotten a single second of training from BP or her friends yet. Meanwhile, my rival has Satan in her corner, who is no doubt teaching her all sorts of arcane incantation as we speak. Does she? What if I fall behind? What if she ends up overpowering me and I lose the chance to become that which I've always desired? There is no way it can end like that. I have to start my training right away so I can catch up and unlock my ancient abilities that no one has ever...
Makoto!
Oh, not you.
Makoto!
My train of thought is interrupted by Bubble, who runs up and bounces excitedly around me. She has so much energy for such a small little thing. Perhaps I should learn how to siphon some of that energy for myself. But regardless, a nuisance like this is the last thing I need right now.
Ah! Hey, settle down! What is it?
Hey, did you know?
No.
Did you know what time it is?
15 minutes after 2.
What?
I cast a curious glance down to my watch, just to be sure.
It's 4:37.
Or maybe it's
What's on it?
4:37, yeah.
That's right. And that means...
Absolutely nothing.
it's finally time!
Wait a minute, she couldn't possibly mean...
You mean it's time to learn some magic at long last?
Yeah, I bet it's not that. Is it dinner time?
I'm gonna
Wait,
teach you
what?
some
Actually?
super awesome magic today!
Really? Finally, I thought this opportunity would never come. I can feel my adrenaline rising by the second as I clench my fists together and let a weak smile overtake my face.
Well, whatever are we waiting for, dear Beelzebub? Let us begin drawing upon the deepest, darkest secrets of this world so that I may step ever closer to realizing my ambitions.
Okie dokie. We're gonna learn some awesome magic today. Are you ready?
In before it's creating food.
Yeah!
Are you really ready?
No.
Yeah!
Okay! The super awesome secret magical skill going to learn today is... cooking!
Right. Cooking. I thought you could create food out of thin air with some magic, but I guess I was mistaken. Bubble drags me into the kitchen and presents the stove like how Mother Harlot presents her 7-headed beast. Beast. One.
Yay! Woohoo!
Same. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in my entire life. All that hype and build up for something as mundane as cooking. Oi, don't underestimate cooking. I actually like cooking from time to time. When I'm not eating, like, I guess after conversion, like 25 cents soups, instant soups, or more like kind of, sort of instant. No, it's instant soup. It's not ramen. I had to sit still as a gargoyle for hours while Lucy draws my portrait. And this is what I'm learning now. If she were a court jester and I were king, I'd have had her beheaded in seconds.
Are you kidding me? What good is that going to do me?
Well, aren't you a no-fun Mr. Party Pooper? Cooking is one of the most important special abilities you can possibly learn.
And it should be a subject in school, by the way. It absolutely should be a subject in school in general. Which, good job on having that in your curriculum, Japan.
You can't be a
So I guess they are not
demon
graded
lord
for
on
that,
an
but
empty
still, it's a
stomach,
good thing
right?
to have that. I wish I had something like that in my school. God damn it.
Well, obviously, but
Then just
But no.
relax.
Wait,
I'll teach you how to make a super awesome meal in no time.
I still don't know why they don't teach that. Really. Do some cooking lessons. Instead of something as useless as religion. The most useless subject ever.
Besides, we gotta put the food we got yesterday to
Which I
use
totally
somehow.
skipped in high school
Don't
because
tell
we
me
could.
you bought all of it without even thinking about it.
The infuriating little imp is trying to get out of teaching me what I need to know. Doesn't she know what I need right now isn't a cooking lesson? I'm starting to wonder if VP has been serious at all in trying to get these guys to help me out. You know what? Fine, whatever. I've been distracted left and right all week. What's one more distraction for the magic circle?
fine. I'll look over what we have.
No. That's not how we'll be doing things. In the catering business, the chef always listens to the customer first to understand what they want before they make any meal.
I mean, technically, it's not the chef that listens to the customer. If you think about it, it's the waiter, if anything. But also, it's very important what you need to know. Customer is never right. If you think someone saying, "Oh, customer is always right," whatever. How about you have a look and find out how the full phrase actually sounds. So yeah, it's not true. Anyway.
So, I'll tell you what I want first, and then you can make it.
Yeah, okay, in this case it makes sense, but yeah. Anyway.
I mean, sure, but I was just gonna see what food we have to work with.
Oh, don't worry about that. I have memorized every single ingredient in the house.
Am I in a complaining
so
mood today again?
What
I
you
wonder.
guys have.
That doesn't even worry at all. In fact, I would be surprised if Shirley has a plan to eat us out of house and home.
Now, let's see. What do I want to eat today? Time to eat. Time to eat. Whatever shall I eat? Whole grains, vegetables, milk or fruit or meat.
She's really annoying.
Whichever one I pick will be so yummy and so sweet. But what I want the most today just cannot be beat.
I can't believe I'm burning daylight hours for this.
I want lasagna!
That's easy.
That's it. All that singing and lasagna is what you want.
Why are you complaining? Just make it so she doesn't come up with other ideas.
Well, yeah. It's what my tummy decided after all.
I haven't had lasagna in a while. Maybe this week. Oh no, who knows? Did your tummy also decide to waste my time? Not only with this cooking nonsense, but with that stupid ceremony too?
Anyway, now you know what I want. So now you can make some food.
Hold on a second, I don't know how to cook. I can barely even get toast right.
What?
Really? Wow, guess this lesson will be good for something, huh?
You know, I complained how we don't have cooking at school and so on, but then again, I've started to learn cooking pretty early myself. I mean, pretty much... I was probably in primary school. Wait a second. When was the time when I told to my grandma, you know what, I don't like your cooking? I literally did! Ah. To my grandma from father's side. I really disliked her cooking. I don't know, like, it was not good. I must have been like 12. I think. And I was like, Mom, teach me how to do stuff. Anyway.
Though, you can't really eat lasagna for breakfast, can you?
What do you mean breakfast? It's literally after 4, dinner time.
Oh, well, never stopped me before. And you shouldn't let it stop you either, Makoto.
What's to stop me from walking away right now?
Alright, enough blabbity blab. Let's make some food.
And so rather begrudgingly I start making lasagna with Bubble. Turns out we have more than enough ingredients and Bubble is there to guide me through every step in preparing the dish. She's actually rather competent when it comes to preparing a meal, a far cry from her usual childish self. In no time we managed to combine all the ingredients together and place it in the oven, heating it at a temperature to rival that of a Muselheim. Soon enough, it is done. Show me, I want to see it. I can smell every inch of melted cheese, savory meat and assorted veggies from the pan. Even I have to admit, it looks devilishly delightful. And out of the corner of my eye, I can see Bubble taking in every square inch, her eyes as big as, well, dinner plates.
Ooh, it smells so good.
Can you stop? I might want one now.
Hey, careful, it's still pretty hot.
And I actually don't have ingredients for that. While they set the lasagna onto the stove, my sister happens to walk in on us.
Whoa! Is that lasagna?
No. She inspects my handiwork top to bottom, and a smile appears on her face. She must like what she sees.
It looks and smells really good. Did you make this, Makoto?
We don't know how it tastes for yet.
Oh, I guess I did.
Yeah. I showed him how to make it, and he did all the hard work.
Man, and I was running late on dinner and everything. But I never thought you could make anything like this.
Is this going to be a fight?
Thanks, Makoto.
Huh? Oh, don't mention it.
Receiving praise from my sister. I don't know if I should feel honored or embarrassed. Eventually, the rest of the demons in the household gathered to admire my handiwork. I thought Bubble would be like, no, it's mine!
I was wondering where that smell was coming from.
It looks really good. The texture and the balance are completely intact. And there's not a single piece that feels out of place.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to dig into this!
All of this tension just for one meal, it's getting a little too much for me. I don't know why me making a meal is worthy of praise. That's just like giving Hermes a pat on the back for his natural speed. But having people admire my work for what feels like the first time in my life, I don't know how to describe that.
It feels nice, doesn't it?
What?
Huh? What does?
That feeling of accomplishment when you work really, really hard on a good meal and everybody loves it.
I mean, they still haven't tasted it.
To know that all that time you spent making on the food was worth it. Because now you have something really yummy for you and your family to share. That's what it means to provide for yourself and for others. I think you should feel proud of yourself, Makoto. Making something like this provides people what they need to get through life. Without that lasagna, who knows what would have happened? We could have starved or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Making food isn't easy. It takes time and effort, and you have to get everything just right.
I would argue, but whatever.
But when you finish making a meal, you feel really good about it. And I think that's something you should feel when making anything. So, don't be afraid to enjoy what you made. You were the one who made it after all.
She does have a point. Watching the others admire the lasagna I painstakingly made, it's hard not to feel some satisfaction for that. Like I was able to do something that really meant something and reap the benefits.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Forgot what? Oi. In a haste, Pablo squeezes her way past the other demons to cut a piece of lasagna, then presents it to Mommy.
First piece is for you.
Huh?
Huh? Me?
I know it probably doesn't mean much, but this is my apology for the other day.
Oh.
Sorry I caused you so much trouble.
Bubble.
I didn't even know demons were capable of regret. I can hear the destiny starting in her words, and evidently Mommy does too, as she cracks an understanding smile.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Mommy.
Seeing the two of them make up is honestly pretty touching. My heart. When I first met them, I thought the two of them were just a pair of annoying brats. I mean, in fact, I'm sure they still can be. But knowing what they've had to say to me, they're actually more mature than they appear to be. Yet there is one thing that's bothering me.
How come you're sharing food at all? I would assume a demon of gluttony would keep all the food it can find for...
She just said it was an apology. Weren't you listening, idiot?
Yeah, weren't you paying attention, dummy?
I take it back. They are brats through and through. We all gather at the table to enjoy the delicious lasagna. I do feel proud about learning how to cook something, but... in the end, I ended up not learning anything for tomorrow. I haven't learned any dark arts of any kind in the past 3 days. Knowing that my mood turned sour in almost a heartbeat, was I tricked? Did I allow my defenses to falter? All I've been doing is spinning my wheels while my rival gathers more and more power. Where do you get the idea that she does? And all these demons have been doing is wasting my time, pulling me in different directions so I accomplish anything truly important. What the hell have I been doing all this time? I don't feel any closer to attaining ultimate power. Not through shopping, nor through being immortal, and especially not through cooking. Now there is no more time left. I feel wholly unprepared for the final battle tomorrow. I suppose the only thing left to do is for me to study up on my own. I should have done this sort of thing from the beginning. Without in the word to anyone, I finish up my plate and head straight for my room. Now, to make my preparations. While I could certainly study my eldritch texts, perhaps in an attempt to master time magic and repeat these past 2 days in a more productive manner, I have an easier option in front of me. Satan's business card. Well, it's foolish to think I can cover as much ground as Elizabeth by using the exact same method. This is the best shot I have. For she failed to realize it. I was far more powerful than she was before our duel was set. While there is a frightening possibility that Satan's help allowed her to catch up to me, she couldn't have gotten too far ahead. With only a few hours of Satan's time, I could easily make up the difference and then some. Please pick up.
Hiya! You've called Hell's top idol S-Pants.
Yes! Satan, I require your assist!
I can't come to the phone right now, and our servers are at teeny bit over capacity, so please hold.
Son of a... Is everyone just part of the conspiracy to waste my valuable time? This might take a while. There is some fun music, I guess. Perhaps I should study my eldritch text in the meantime. But it would be unpleasant if I was about to make a breakthrough and was suddenly interrupted. It can't be that much longer, so I'll just wait. I'll just wait. And wait. Okay, this isn't working. I feel my temper rising and I realize I'm trying to contact Demon of Wrath. Her entire existence revolves around petty inconvenience. And so, to get the answer, I have to make it inconvenient for myself. I take this opportunity to study the tomes I've been hoarding, not for knowledge itself per se, but to full faith into believing it would be inconvenient for me to be taken off hold. However, I slowly find myself fascinated by the arcane rituals that lay before me. Yes, this is it. I don't need Satan at all. If I just master this, Elizabeth's defeat will be in the palm of my hand. I just need...
Hello!
Damn it!
Wait, this is good.
You've reached Hell's support hotline.
Satan, I need...
If you want to talk to Belphegor of Sloth, press 1.
What?
If you want to talk to Mammon of Greed, press 2.
I want to talk to Satan of Wrath.
If you want to talk to Beelzebub of Gluttony, press 3.
Just get on with it. Which one is Satan?
If you want to talk to Lucifer of Pride, press 4.
That's all of them. But next must be...
If you want to talk to Leviathan of Envy, press 5.
Damn it! That one's not even here!
If you want to talk to Asmodeus of Lust,
Ooh.
press 6.
And that means Satan must be...
If you actually wanted to talk to Belphegor of Sloth, but zoned out at the start, press 7.
Come on!
And if you want to talk to Satan of Wrath, press 8.
Yes!
Hi! You've reached Satan of Wrath.
Oh, that was fast. What the heck? How do I expect another hour of waiting? At long last.
Which is what I like to call my personal support hotline. My name is S-Pan, silly.
Are you kidding me? Even this is a joke, it's gone way too long.
If you want to know the current status of your soul, press 1. If you want to know the time and location of my next show, press 2. And if you want to arrange a meeting to train yourself in the use of unholy powers in order to smite your greatest foe, press 3.
Yes! Perfect!
Great! Clearly, leave your name, number, astrological sign, blood type, and color of underwear you're wearing right now, and we'll try to respond within 10 to 12 business days.
10 to 12!
Damn it! What the fuck is this, a postal service?
Honestly, still better than a postal service in Poland! I throw my phone at my bed and watch it bounce pathetically. Something I would never do.
Hey, Makoto? You doing okay in there?
Was it a knocking in the game or...
Hey,
Yes. Jeez.
you doing...
I decided to let the boy BP in. She could probably sneak in herself anyways.
No, I am not okay. I learned nothing of the dark arts from you lot, so I sought the aid of Satan herself. But all she did was temper my fury.
Well, I mean, that's kinda what she does. Satan of Wrath. Ring any bells?
Then what's your excuse? You and the others have limitless arcane potential, yet all you do is waste my time with flowery nonsense!
Whoa there, cowboy. You're kind of missing the point here.
The point? I have a fight to the death tomorrow! That's the point!
Sure to death,
No, not like the Chuunibyou point. I mean, the real people point.
Yeah.
We don't really do that whole granting otherworldly powers to mortals thing. It's a hell of a lawsuit, you know? Literally.
What? You're demons! What are you if not harbingers of destruction and chaos?
Ouch. Check your privilege there, dude. You can't just trust everything you see in comic books, movies, and venerated religious texts.
Yeah.
Demons are around to help people. Just, you know, not conventionally. No preaching or anything. That's more the angel style. And if one of them stopped by instead of me, they'd have sent
I bet
me
they would,
to
yeah.
military school by now. But we don't really indulge on people's desires to rain unholy destruction on their playground bullies and excess either. Instead, we just sorta help people to help themselves. The things you humans call vices can just be ways of taking care of yourselves.
Gotcha.
Ha! You speak of vices! Don't you realize you're talking to a demon lord? Sin is my entire domain!
Yeah, that's real edgy of you and all, but, not really. Indulging in your vices is just engaging with the world around you, you know? Actually having desires and making decisions for yourself and stuff. But you just sorta hide in your little fantasy, so you don't really do any of that. Pretty ironic, but because of the whole demon lord thing, you're actually pure as the driven snow.
Me? Pure? This monster doesn't know what she's dealing with.
And so you aim to correct that? What fool would take life advice from a demon?
Weren't you just saying you were a demon lord? A little consistentie'd be nice. I mean, too much sin is obviously bad for you.
True.
But drinking too much water will kill you too. But there's a lot to gain if you just use some moderation. Sloth will tell you when to conserve your energy. And with a little bit of pride, you'll know when you deserve better. Greed and gluttony, well, let's be real. They're basically
Kind of, yeah.
the same thing. But they can tell you to go after the things that make you happy. Envy sorta does the same thing, too. And wrath will get you to change the things you don't like. And hey, with enough lust, you just might cut the tsundere bullshit and start making out with that little Arch-Nemesis of yours.
Yeah.
What? That with a foul enchantress such as... Are you insane?
See, this is what I'm talking about. You're simultaneously the least and most serious person I've ever met. And it just doesn't look all that healthy. So, what do you say? Why not just relax a bit?
Yeah.
You would ask that I cast aside my title as a Lord of Demons?
Yes.
I guess. I mean, maybe not all at once. Just bring it down to like a 6. 'Cause right now, you're at a 50. And the scale only goes to 10.
That's utterly foolish. I am a demon lord through and through. It's not merely something that I can stop, like something stoppable.
Right. Just, I think you could benefit from a few friends. And the edge is kinda getting in the way.
Meanwhile, Misaki probably is managing that already.
Edge? It's not edge, it's a dark miasma, which... And a demon lord is a lone wolf that works alone and...
Yeah, just look. I'm not trying to preach or anything. Really.
But just because I'm not gonna tell you the answers doesn't mean I won't ask the questions.
I mean, what do you actually get out of the whole demon lord thing? Is it actually worth it?
Worth it? Of course it's worth it! I could have untold arcane powers rise at my fingertips!
Right, yeah. Demon powers. But, like, what would you do with them?
What?
That's... I would smite my enemies and enact my will upon...
What
things.
enemies for?
See? Your whole plan
is all vague and shit. So, hey, let's say instead of a demon lording or whatever, you come watch another movie. Just for tonight.
Sign me up.
It isn't Vegas, it's a demon lording or whatever! Stop looking down on my activities, they're important! They have cosmic... and... I don't... Fuck you!
Wow.
Sheesh, fine. Serves me right for putting so much effort into something. Sorry. I'll go ahead and leave you alone. Just go ahead and do what makes you happy. Alright?
BP deserves so much better. What a nuisance that main character is. Intelligent devices, give me a break. I'm the greatest evil humanity has ever known. Ugh. And after tomorrow I'll finally have proof. Sure. I merely translated the definition of sin to create my own, that's all. And I'm not pure as the driven snow. Yes. Enough of this meaningless distraction. As I recall, I was hiding in the middle of breakthrough before I was so rudely interrupted. I returned to my home and began to study in earnest. Yes, this will work. I proceeded unimpeded. The most productive of many months. No eons. That is until a piece of paper slips under my door. Where is Suri? Are they serious? I open up the card. Dear Makoto, we're sorry about the last 2 days. We assumed we knew what you wanted better than you did, but that was wrong of us. We hope you can find it in your heart of darkness to forgive us. Your friends, BP, Mommy, Bob, Lucy. Pets, you should toad still make out with me, Seki for What a worthless bunch. For I suppose I'm somewhat fond of them. Nevertheless, I return to my research. There's simply too much at stake for me to indulge this distraction. Finally, my last minute cramming is finished. I allow myself a good long stretch and take a moment to admire my handiwork. Not even the greatest earthly philosophers, with all of their combined knowledge, could have accomplished in their entire lifetimes what I just did in mere hours. I feel unstoppable. Nothing absolutely wrests me away from my dark triumphs. Except, of course, for the sudden onset of exhaustion.
Ugh, how long have I been studying?
I transferred to my alarm clock to see how many fleeting hours have passed. It's 11:20 now! I should have been ready for bed 20 minutes ago. Oh, look at that demon lord. Being like, oh no, 11! It's sleep time!
Well, whatever. At least I did what I could.
Cleaning myself of impurities in the bathroom, I determined that it was fine time for bed. Time once again to drift away into the dark void and slumber until the next day. I can at least sleep knowing that after all my hard work, I'm prepared for what lies ahead tomorrow. With no other obligations to attend to, I drape myself in blankets and close my eyes, then drift off to sleep. For some unexplainable reason, my eyes open once again. Why am I unable to sleep? Has the Sandman decided not to sprinkle his dust over me this evening? Oh boy, I mean, I feel like given how many Sandmen arrive in Europe now, you would be happy to not have someone like that over you. That's for sure. I'm happy there are no Sandmen in Poland, and hopefully we'll keep it like that. No, there is, yes, I hope we'll keep that way, yeah. There has to be an explanation for why I'm feeling this way. I turn over on my side to try and find an answer.
Hey, BP.
She's not there.
Huh?
But BP's not there. She snuck under my sheets and curled up beside me like she always has. I mean, are you surprised? I'm not. It's more than just an answer I found. It's a realization that's hit me like a truck. I've driven BP away, and now I'm all by myself, here in my room, with no one else to share this bed with. For the first time in my life, I feel abandoned and unwanted. I mean, it's your own fault, to be fair. Alone. I turn over my back, staring up at my bedroom ceiling and trying to make sense of it all. I think back to the time I spent with BP, even though I thought of her as pain and a useless demon. How dare you? she was trying to help me this whole time. Yeah. BP was trying to make me into a better person. Yeah. And all I did was yell at her, call her a nuisance. Yeah. You did. I was obsessed with just trying to learn any dark arts I could to gain an upper hand over Misaki, but I lost sight of what she was trying to teach me. Now she's left me alone as a result, and I feel that loss more than ever. Even when I didn't want her in the same bed as me, her presence alone is preferable to the intense loneliness I'm feeling. And it wasn't just her either. Mommy telling me to hold on to what to matters. Lucy encouraged me to take pride in myself, even teaching me how to provide for myself and for other people. They would all give me the knowledge and wisdom I needed to make it through their life. But all I had for their help was scorn. I turned a blind eye to their advice, believing their words to just be a waste of time. And it's only now, after I've turned my back on them, do I realize all of this. They must think I want nothing to do with them now. Or worse, BP must not want anything to do with me anymore.
What have I been doing all this time?
Being a freaking idiot. I try to find the words to describe this pit of despair I'm in, but nothing comes from it. My mind is completely blank, too exhausted to think anymore. All I know for certain is that this doesn't feel right. It isn't right for me to treat their help like a waste of time, and it's not right for them to feel they've wasted their energy on me. I was the one who caused this rift, and now, more than ever, I realize that this is no way to live. I have to be the one to mend these bridges. I have to come clean and own to what I've done. I'm not even sure if they forgive me, but I still have to make things right. Not for the sake of some petty duel, but for the demons who've helped me. And also for my sake. Makoto Takaya's sake. With my mind made up, I begin to close my eyes. And finally start to sleep. And to end the episode right here, right now. We'll continue tomorrow. The duel time. I guess we'll be seeing what exactly is going to happen there. Who knows? Hopefully he's going to change for the better in the meantime as well. But we'll see. We will see. He's a royal pain in the ass for... Definitely. Dude, I'm so glad I've never had like something like an 8th grade syndrome in a way. I don't think I even know someone who would have that. Don't think I do. Yeah. With that being said, let's end it. The usual, like, subscribe and so on. And of course, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.